Twitter shares jumping in the after hours. A new filing suggesting that Elon Musk is committed to doing a deal and is seeking additional funding. Let's bring in Fast Money friend Gene Munster of Loop Ventures. Gene, what's your take on these developments?
Melissa, I think it is evidence that Elon wants to pursue this transaction. It does not tell us what the price is. I would be shocked, Melissa, if he pays $54 for this. I still think the number is $42, but it is a step in the right direction. Just quickly, how do you get to $42 is that if you look at what the market has done, the NASDAQ, since he announced this on April 1st, down 19%. Of course, the number 42 means something to Elon. I think all roads lead to $42. And I would put myself safely on the ledger that says that I do believe he is going to acquire Twitter. And just one further piece I think this plays into, if you even think about Elon, his behavior over the last few weeks since this has been announced has become increasingly political. And I think that that is another rev to the benefit of him owning Twitter. It's a powerful political voice that he can have with Twitter. And so ultimately, I think that this is a step in the right direction at $42.
Twitter had a shareholder meeting as well, Gene. Did they say anything about this whole thing? And I would imagine that Twitter, if he wanted to renegotiate lower, Twitter doesn't have that much of a choice at this point. I think Twitter looks like a worse company today than it did before if Elon Musk walks.
Absolutely. He's done a good job of really spoiling how investors think about Twitter, how they think about Twitter's management team. I think it's evidence of what popularity can get you. Elon has 93 million followers on Twitter. Parag, the CEO, has about 700,000 followers. That mass, I think, is sprinkled in many investors. And I would agree, investors' belief in this. Also, the core business has deteriorated, not just because of what potentially could be going on with some of the advertising components. We didn't get any negative updates on that front today, but also the distraction. We've talked about that before. So you have to imagine that Elon has done a successful role here in terms of negotiating a lower price. And I think that if this doesn't happen, the stock is $25. That's, I think, a conservative view of where this would go.
Hey, Gene, it's Karen. If you really feel strongly 42 is the price it ends up, the stock's $39.54 now. It would seem like a really good short at that level because it's hard to have a huge degree of certainty that Elon will close. And if he doesn't close and he sells his shares, I think that 25 might be the upside for Twitter in the short term.
It could be. The analysis, the weighted return that I've looked at is the probability that happens, 70% chance. The downside to 25 is a 30% chance. I think that nets out at call it -2, -3%. I don't think, I agree with you, Karen. I do not think that this is worthy of investing and trading. I think you just kind of stand clear and enjoy the fireworks of how this is going to play out.
Gene, good to see you, as always.
Thank you.
Gene Munster, Loop Ventures. Karen, were you thinking about getting back in? I mean,
well, I get why Elon 420 would be, great for him. That's a giant haircut. It would really show the board just feels like the merger agreement wasn't adequate to force him to close. That's their option, to force him to close, to go to court and force him to close. I don't know.
Well, it's also a tough thing here because, Gene just mentioned that he's taken this political turn and he wants this asset, which I think is really interesting. If you think about his other asset, the one that's $682 billion, that's called Tesla, and that's down 50% from its recent highs. Most of the customers here in America don't really subscribe to his new alt-right turn that he really wants to flex on, and that's where he's going. So those are the people buying electric vehicles. The party that he's aligning himself don't seem to really care too much about some of the climate concerns that he founded, where he didn't find Tesla, but when he joined the company. So it seems to be risk there as far as Tesla's business. So you have Twitter's business that is quickly eroding with no leadership in this thing, and the longer it goes. And then Tesla, who knows what's happening here, because that thing seems like it's one quarter away from a big guide lower.